Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian Families collection. Today we're continuing on in the introduction series and I'm going to introduce you to all of the other families who live in my village. Now these families are of various different species, so I couldn't think how better to split them out than to just introduce them all together, so this might be a little bit of a longer video than the ones that I've done before, but I hope you'll find it interesting since there's so many different types of villager to meet. So without further ado, let's get started. So again, going by UK release date, our first family up to date are the McBurrows moles, first released in 1987 as part of the original family lineup. Now I don't have the 1987 version of the moles, I have a newer release, I think it was by Flair that re-released them. So the original moles had like these kind of little colourful jackets on and they didn't wear clothes like these ones are. I like this release a little bit better just because they are wearing full clothes. So I've got the mother and the father, and I also have a little baby girl. I got these secondhand on eBay, so I'm not sure if this is the whole family or whether they released children in the like fully clothed set as well, but these are the ones I have. I think they're very sweet. I do love the moles. I think they've got this cute little smile and they're just very sweet and they're super tiny when compared to the other villagers, so that's something I really like. So yes, here are the McBurrows. I've always really wanted the McBurrows mole house as well that came out way back in the Tommy era, but it's so expensive to buy it secondhand. Then next up we have the Waters beavers from 1988. So we've got mother and father. Again, the beavers are just so cute. I love their little teeth. I think they're the only critters that have visible teeth, potentially. They've got their little flat tails on the back. So we've got mother and father. And then we've got sister and brother. And I also have two babies. I know that they're called Bucky and Bubble. And they're very well played with, as you can see there. They've also got the slight balding syndrome, especially around the paws and the nose, but they're really sweet and they're so tiny. And then somehow I've also ended up with sister and sister. So I've got three of the sister character, but I just pretend that these are cousins since they all came in different dresses. So these are the original Tommy editions, and then I also have the re-release that Flair put out. So I got these in a lot bundled with something else that I was buying, so I wasn't intending to get these, but I'm quite glad I did because they were in really good condition considering they're not the thing I was actually buying the lot for. But you can just see that the outfits have just been updated very slightly different colours. I think the mother is missing her apron, but you can see her dress is just slightly updated from the original Tommy edition. And then I've also got sister and brother. Brother is wearing different coloured shorts, but sister's dress is exactly the same, just a little bit updated again, and with Velcro instead of the little metal popper. So yes, I have a lot of beavers now, and I fully intend to get the set of beavers that they've released in Japan if that ever gets a UK release. I will definitely be buying them because I just love the beavers. I think they're really sweet. I love their little teeth. They just make me really happy. So also from 1988 we have the Treefellow owls. So here we have, and these are super tiny. But I know the father is called Aristotle, and this is his wife. I really like the owls. I think they're very sweet. I know they're a bit like Marmites. Some people really don't like them, but I do. I think they're very cute. I just love how small they are. You'll see when I pop them back here just how tiny they are. And then they have three children whose names I can't quite remember, but my favourite is this angry one in the middle. He's so mad. I love him. He's so angry. And then you've got kind of the normal one and the one who looks a little bit sad. But yeah, the angry one is my favourite one. So mad. Then next up from 1989 we have the Underwood Badgers. So here's the Underwood Badgers. Unfortunately these have suffered quite a loss of the black coloration. You can see on the body it's fine, but it's where they have the two-tone on the face. It must have been black sprayed onto white, so the white has survived, but the black is looking very much worse for wear. So I might try and give these a little touch up using some Sharpie or something like that, but I'm scared because I don't want to mess them up. But they're very cute badgers. Just, yes, slight flock coloration loss there from age and play. So that's mother and father. And then I also have sister and brother. Brother's looking kind of the best out of everyone, I think. His coloration is not as faded as the others. And then I also have baby twins. These are another set of babies that I think are really, really cute. Then next up, from 1990, we have the Puddleford duck family. So here's father in his dapper little hat that really doesn't like to stay on his head. He's got little overalls. Oh. And then his mother in her lovely yellow dress. A little apron sewn in the front there, and this very fancy hat. And then I have three little ducklings who are looking very, very bored, especially this one. These were obviously some favourites and they got played with a lot, so much so that they seem to have lost all of their I think they came with like coloured neck ribbons, so there was a blue, pink and a yellow. Those are gone, long gone, and these have been very well played with. Triplet of ducklings. I still think they're really, really cute even with the flock loss. I think they're adorable. And I know we're not supposed to pick favourites, but oh my gosh, the ducks are some of my absolute favourites. They're just too cute. I just love their little beak and their little feet. So then from 1991, I have a real Marmite family. So I don't have the whole family. I only have the sister and the baby boy. But these are the bulrush frogs. Now, these divide opinion a lot. Personally, I really like them. I think they're very cute. But some people I know really dislike them. They go for an awful lot on eBay though, because I've been trying to get the rest of the family and it's just like impossible unless you're willing to pay an awful lot of money, which I kind of don't want to get into a bidding war on these just yet. I was hoping maybe I'll find some in a charity shop or something like that, someone who doesn't quite know what they're worth. But yep, these are my bulrush frogs. Then we have the Nettlefield goats. These are another favourite because I love his little beard. His little beard and his little horns. And then obviously mother is a female goat, so she doesn't have the horns or the beard. I really like it when they make a differentiation between the male and female. And they've got these little tails. Yeah, these are another favourite. I really like goats. And then they come with two adorable, I think these are twin girls actually, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but I just think they're so cute, like their ears haven't come up yet. They're just so adorable. These are some of the cutest babies. I can't, they're too cute. And the Nettlefields were released in 1992. And then in 1993 we have the Van Dyke Otters. I really like this otter mould. I think I might even like it more than the newer otter mould. I just think I like the way they're so kind of slim and tall, and they really look like otters. So this is the mother and the father. And then I also have the sister and the brother. I love the sister's dress. I remember playing with her so much when I was a kid. They used to live on the canal boat. Well, they still live on the canal boat, but that's what I used to play with them on. I got the sister and the brother when I was little, and then I added the mother and the father later, which is why the sister and the brother look quite a bit more play-worn than the mother and the father do. And they did do babies, but I don't have any of the babies for that particular family. So if we move on, 1993, we saw the introduction of the truffle boar family. Again, this is another one where we've got variation for the male and female creatures, because obviously male boars have tusks. I love his tusks. I love his suit. I just think he's so dapper. I really love this family. So you got the father and the mother, and then they come with triplets, and these are the little triplets, and they haven't quite got their colour, their adult coloration yet. I think they're very cute. I love their little ears and their little snouts. So those are the wild boars. And then from 1994 we've got the Fairbanks squirrels. I love their big bushy tails, and he's wearing an apron for the Courtyard restaurant because that's where he works, but obviously he wouldn't come with this apron usually. So that's mother and father. And then I have sister and brother. I just can't get over their tails. I think they're so sweet. And then I also have baby twins, and they haven't got their tails yet. Then from 1994 we have the bouquet skunks. Another one with big bushy tails. I really like their facial markings as well. So this is the mother and the father. Oh, they're going to block everyone with their big old tails now. So we've got mother and father, sister and brother, and sister's missing a ribbon on her dress, so I need to add that back in at some point. It just came off. I love how her tail just cannot be contained by her skirt. And I also have a little baby boy who's very precious. I've had him since I was really little. I've never had his family though, so I was really excited when I was able to get the family and he could finally be reunited with his family. That was very happy. He goes there. I love the variation they had in the moulds of these like Tomy era figures. I just love how different they all are and how they're kind of just a little bit more realistic than they are nowadays, but they're also still really cute. And now again from 1995 we have the Renard Fox family. So I've got mother and father. These are the later editions. These two are from the Flair era, but they're re-releases. So Mr. Reynard is a lollipop man, and Miss Reynard, I believe she owns a sewing shop. I really love these figures. I think they're so cute. I love foxes anyway, so it's really nice to be able to have some quite realistic looking foxes. And then I also have sister and brother. Now, these are the Tomy era figures, so you can see they've just got slightly different markings. On the Flair figures they go all the way up to the eye, but from the Tomy era figures there's a gap between the eye and the markings. So these are Baden and Michaela, and they came with a camping set, and I remember playing with it so much when I was a kid. And they've got slightly floppier tails as well. They're not poseable like the Flair re-releases were. And I think I'm right in saying that the Renard Foxes were the first figures to be released in family life sets. So you couldn't buy them as a family unit, you had to get them all in family life sets. So it was a camping set, a sewing set, and I think it was like a hardware set, like he was doing DIY kind of stuff. Now moving on to 1996, and we've got the Mulberry Raccoons. Again, I'm pretty sure mine are Flair era re-releases rather than the original Tomy figures, but here are the Mulberry Raccoons. I love their kind of rounded faces and their markings. I think they're really, really cute. They've got cute fluffy stripy tails. So you've got mother and father, sister and brother, and they again have the cute stripy tails. And I've also got baby twins. These are really sweet as well. I love how they still did the markings even on the babies. And then I also have the uncle and the aunt. I know her name is Mildred, but I cannot remember what his name is. And these two came with the Flair set that was the motorbike and sidecar. So that's why they come with these cute little helmets, and he's got his goggles on for driving. Then from 1997 we've got the Moss Reindeers. These are another favourite. I love his antlers and the little spots on their heads. I think these are very sweet. I love his outfit as well, it's really dapper, and her dress is a really pretty moss green colour. So it's mother and father, and we've got sister and brother. And also I've got the little baby girl. Very sweet. This is another one where I had the two sister figures, but I didn't have the rest of the family, so they were another eBay purchase to complete my family, which is what I've slowly been trying to do with all the figures where I don't have the full family. I've been trying to kind of reunite them via second-hand eBay purchases. Oh, I've missed one. I've missed one from 1995. I do apologise. These are the Meadows Field Mice. These are 1995, and I got these bundled in with Meadowcroft Cottage. I think that's the only way you could get them, but I'm not positive on that. I love these. I love his kind of pastel-y outfit. I love her dress. I think she probably had an apron at some point, but that's obviously been removed. I love their little tails. I love how realistic they look as mice. I really like this kind of older mouse mould. I like the newer mouse mould as well. I think they're both very cute, but this older mouse mould definitely looks more realistic. I just think they're really sweet, and they're also really tiny. So if I put them there, you'll be able to see how small they are when compared to the others. And then I also have this little meadow standing baby. This came in a Nursery Friends set, this came in a Nursery Friends set, so this isn't Flair era, but it's nice that he has a family. So then, coming back to 1997, and we'll pretend I didn't mess up, we have the Wadlington duck family, and these might be my favourite ducks, but don't tell the others. So we've got Mare Wadlington and Mayoress Wadlington with their little mayoral medallions. I just think they're so cute to have these little medallions with the little ducks, and it's got his little hat on it. I just think they are so cute. They are the mayor and mayoress of my village. I mean, with medallions like that, I could hardly deny them the job. And then they also have triplets. So they've got pink, blue and yellow ribbons for the little triplet ducklings. They're a slightly darker colour than their parents, which I really like because it's kind of showing their baby feathers, and then they'll obviously shed and become lighter as they grow older. My goodness, we're running out of room and we're not even halfway through. I can pull it back this way a little bit, and then we might have to start popping people in the back. Okay, so next up, and now I think we're jumping into the Flair era. So from 2003, I have the Mace's Mouses. Does that make sense? I don't have the family for this one, but I do have the two grandparents figures that were released separately. Grandma seems to have misplaced her glasses somewhere, so I'm not quite sure what's happened to those. I love his little corduroy trousers. They're too cute. And her hat and his hat are absolutely fabulous. So these are the Mace's mouses. Mace's mice? Mace's mice. Squeeze them in there, maybe that will work. Oh. And then from 2005 we have the Hawthorn mice. So these are white mice in the newer mouse mould with the kind of front on rounded ears. I think these are really sweet. I love the coloration. I love the mother's dress, and I love all the clothes for this family actually. I think they look really good together with the pinks and the blues. They've still got tails like the older mouse figures have, but it's mostly the ears that are the biggest difference. So that's mother and father, and then sister and brother are in pink and blue again. I think it's really sweet, and they've kind of got like a matching theme going on, except his is overalls and hers is a little pinafore dress. And then I also have their babies. So there's a sitting baby and a crawling baby, and these are too cute. Look at their little faces, they're so sweet. Again, I know I say this about all the babies, but these are absolutely precious. I really love these ones. And considering their age, they're still pretty white, which is quite good. So then from 2006 we have the release of the Dale sheep family. Now I don't have the original Dale sheep, but I do have the version that they re-released in 2022 after that that kind of popularity contest thingy where they said they'd like re-release the top 3 scoring families. So these are the newest 2022 edition. The clothes are different, but the sheep mould itself is the same. So they've got the little pink in the ears, and then they've got the kind of two-tone white and then slightly off-white for their wool. I think I like these outfits better, and I definitely love the little daisy kind of headbands. I just think the sheep are so cute. They're like a perfect animal for Sylvanians. So this is mother and father. And then I also have sister and brother. Okay, I'm going to have to do some rearranging, so bear with me. Okay, I've made a bit more space down the front of here. Let us continue. So now moving on to 2008, I have the clear water voles. So these are very similar, if not the same mould as the moles, but they are a dark brown instead of black, and they are supposed to be like freshwater voles. They have the same charm that the moles do, and these were released in family life sets again, and it was only ever the 3 of them. So father vole is a dentist, and then he came in one set with some dentist accessories, and then the mother and the daughter came with this sewing with mother set, which came with some sewing accessories like a sewing machine and some fabric patterns, scissors and reels of thread and things like that. And yes, this is the complete family, no babies, no brother. So it's a little but perfectly formed family. Then from 2009 we have the Grunt family. These are just too cute. They'd released pigs before. I think they were called the Piggly back in the Tome era, but I think these are far cuter pigs than that mould was. It's a much more dedicated mould. I love their little pink snouts, the little folded over ears, and I love that he's wearing like denim overalls with his little neck, and it's a neckerchief, and then mother's wearing a very pretty dress with little lace trim around the bottom, and she's got a floral apron, which is unusual for the time. Usually the aprons were white. there's a mother and father. Then we've got sister and brother, who also have fantastic outfits, really playing on the kind of denim and country theme, which I really love. The only sad things about the piggies is they don't have a curly tail. That's the only thing that could have made them like perfection. But they're still extremely cute. And then I also have the 3 little triplets, the 3 little pigs. These are too cute. They've got denim baby clothes. So this is the sister and she's got a denim dress, and then the 2 brothers have little denim overalls. They've got these little neckerchiefs. They're just too cute beyond words. I love it when they give the babies outfits that differ from the kind of the usual onesie. So yes, these are a firm favourite, and they live at Highfield Farm. Then in 2010 we have the release of the Spotter meerkats, and I think these ones have just had a re-release, or it might have been their first release in Japan. They might have not been released there before. But these are the Spotter meerkats. Dad here is wearing the pizza shop jacket because he is a pizza delivery man, but his actual outfit is underneath. He kind of wears this all-in-one kind of tan outfit. And then mother wears this pretty spotted dress. I think these are very interesting, a really interesting choice. I think this is one of the first sort of more exotic animals that we start seeing. We've got mother, father, sister and brother. I really like the colour palette on their outfits, especially the sister. It's really interesting to see a kind of more muted colour. And then they have triplets, and they're just the normal onesies, but they're very cute. I like their little like their little expressions and the markings on their eyes. And then this was one of the families who also got a grandparent release. So we've got the Spotter grandparents with their little glasses on. I only got these out of the box recently, so they're in tip-top condition at the moment. So we fit them in there. So also in 2010 we saw the trunk family. So this is another more exotic animal. We've got elephants. Dad is missing his undershirt. I got these in a lot with the Highfield Farm actually. And I bought the Highfield farmhouse on eBay, and these guys came with it. They're in alright condition. There's a little bit of play wear and play damage on them. Mum's missing her apron as well. But they're very sweet. I like their little trunks. They somehow managed to make the elephant trunk really cute. And then we got sister and brother, and they just have the very simple clothes. It's the trunk family. So then also in 2010 we saw the release of the Buttercup cows. These aren't the original Flare edition, these are the new Epoch ones. I never got around to getting the Flare edition, but I was really sad I missed out on them, and these ones are one that tends to suffer with the black fading with play, so it's quite hard to get them in good condition secondhand. So I was so excited when they announced they were going to re-release them, and they have tails now, which is kind of infinitely better. So I'm kind of almost glad that I ended up getting this release, because I think the clothes are pretty much the same, but they have tails now, and that just makes them like 100% cuter. So we got mother and father, and I love the mother's like bright yellow dress. It's very sunny. And then I also have the sister and the brother. Again, they have little tails too. Love the sister's dress. This orange check is just to die for. And then he's got little denim dungarees. And they didn't re-release the babies, which was sad. The original Flare release had babies, but those didn't get re-released, so I shall have to do without. And then also from 2010 I have the Robinson Red Pandas. So these look a little bit like the Mulberry Raccoons. They also have the striped tail, but the coloration is different, and they're obviously red pandas, which I think are really, really cute. Again, a little bit more exotic. So you got the mother and the father. And instead of sister and brother, this was one of the first family sets that came with sister and sister, and it's kind of usual younger sister and baby sister, and they came in a family box all together. I think these are the Japanese edition because they've got flat hands, so I think I must have got the Japanese edition before they released the UK edition. Because the Sylvanian Family Shop in London used to sell the Japanese editions of pretty much everything, but I don't think they're allowed to do that anymore. So then we've got a big jump from 2010 all the way to 2018 with the woolly alpaca family. I love alpacas, so these were a must-have. I love that they look a little bit like the sheep, but they're also very obviously alpacas. I love how fluffy they look. They're so cute, and I love the patterning, like the traditional patterning on the mother's skirt. So you've got father, mother, and this is another set that came with older sibling and baby sibling. So this is older, so this is sister and baby brother, and I love her. I love the patterning on her outfit as well. It's really sweet. Also from 2018, we see the splashy otters. Now these are adorable because of the fish-shaped baby pouches. So these aren't the baby molds, they're the newborn molds, which are even smaller than the babies. And these really adorable little fish-themed like baby pouches. Which I just thought was too cute. So this is the newer, kind of rounder, chunkier otter mold, which is very, very cute. I think it's probably more cutesy than the Van Dyke otters. But I like them both. But for different reasons. It came with mother, father, and 2 newborn babies, and that was the family unit. And then I also have another tiny newborn baby splashy otter, and this one was from one of the surprise bags. Can't quite remember which one though. And now, last but not least, released in the UK in 2021, is the Paddleton duck family, not to be confused with the Puddleford duck family, who they're actually based on. So this is the family that won the kind of popularity contest and got a re-release, but they're not exactly the same as the original. So like his hat is made of plastic, which is actually better in my opinion, and their clothes are very slightly different, so they're based on the originals, but she's got more of a bonnet than the sun hat of the originals. So I figured they're ducks. 2, they're different enough that I can justify having them. Also, they have a different family name, so it's fine. I can totally justify having these in my village as well. I really couldn't say no to more ducks. So here's the mother and the father, and then they also came with 3 little ducklings, and this is the kind of thing that my original Tomy era ducklings would have had and got lost along the way. But so you can see you've got a blue, a pink and a yellow ribbon with these kind of little lacy bibs. So yep, 3 ducklings. And that is that. That is it. That is all of the kind of other species families that I have living in my village. I'm sure this was quite a long video, so if you've made it all the way to the end, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know which is your favourite kind of other species, because obviously there's lots of cats and dogs and bunnies, but there's also all of these other types of animals, so let me know which is your favourite. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.